Hi everyone, Shebagam here and welcome back to our next episode of SWE Rising. I don't know what happened there, I just looked at the screen and forgot to talk. We are back. Tonight is our big Rising Championship match. Okada makes his first championship defense against AJ Styles, but a couple of massive matches first. And here is our opening match of the evening. It is going to be Goto versus Nakamura. Very interesting one again from, I don't know, I'd say the open weight division, but I think Nakamura sort of spans a lot of different divisions. He's a spanner. As you do. And Goto as well. I think Goto's definitely in the openweight division. He probably could go elsewhere, but I think that he suits this division so well that I don't think I want to see him anywhere else. And he has had a very good time so far, Goto. Of course, defeating Ishii on one of our very first episodes. Which got the opportunity in that Openweight Championship match. Of course, he was unable to win that. We've not seen a lot of him since, but I think he's another good wrestler. Again, I think that maybe this roster's a little bit too big, which is why we're struggling to showcase some of the people. I don't want to end up with a roster so big that we end up just getting everyone in once or twice in the entire show. So I think one of the things I've learned in 2K18, going forward into 2K19, is maybe smaller rosters will be the way to go. And just making sure we get the best out of the people we've got, rather than just going a bit over the top. I mean, when we used to do the drafts and that, we used to end up with so many dud people that literally just got on the card for the sake of having them there. And it was a bit of a waste, really. It was a bit of a waste. But I'm happy now. Like I said, we keep learning. We learn and learn and learn about the best ways to do things. And we now, I think, are coming closer and closer and closer to having it the best it could possibly be. And here he comes in, Shinsuke Nakamura. There he is, good lad. One of the best. He's an amazing wrestler, isn't he, really? It's just a shame that in WWE he doesn't seem to have been given the license to be the same way he was in Japan. I don't know what it is, but I don't know, it's just tricky, isn't it? I know the easy thing is to blame WWE and blame Vince McMahon, but is that the case, or I don't understand. I don't know. I know everyone always drops into WWE. It could possibly be, because you look at the brands that Vince aren't in control of. Like, of course, NXT and now 205 Live. And they are a much better quality content than Raw and SmackDown, so I don't know, it's a tricky one. Maybe it is Vince and WWE's fault, or I don't know. Well, it's a bit like, just been reading some news here on my phone from last week. We saw Luke Harper go down to NXT at a live show and challenge for the North American Championship against Ricochet, and apparently it was an absolutely incredible match. Both guys really showcased their ability, yet on the main roster, Luke Harper's been stuck in dodgy tag teams for God knows how long. Of course, one of my favourite wrestlers had a bit of a rough time a couple of episodes ago when he challenged Samoa Joe for that Openweight Championship, didn't do too well. And yeah, he got put into NXT for that one match, and I think Triple H sees his ability, and he did fantastically well, and makes you wonder if Ricochet, when he comes up to the main roster, will he be given an opportunity to do what he does best and be at the top of the card, or will he be on 205 Live? I feel like Ricochet might make the transition up to 205 Live, which might be the best thing for him, to be honest. However, I feel like he might make the transition from 205 Live onto the main roster, which I think would be pretty cool. 205 Live I'm sort of seeing now as a sort of, I don't know, it's sort of like a mixture. Sort of a mixture between, sort of in the middle of NXT and the main roster, I think. Or is it essentially just a second show? It's a real weird one, isn't it? Don't quite know what we're doing yet in 2K19. I've got some ideas of what I want to do in 2K19, and I'm looking forward to trying them all out, actually. So here we go then, Goto versus Nakamura. Referee rings the bell and we are underway. These two guys looking to get a victory, looking to continue building momentum. Of course, we are going to more than likely start our plans for Shabby Mania in the next episode for you on Thursday. Got some big stuff to announce on that episode as well. Some of the matches that will be happening at Shabby Mania will start to come to light. The types of matches, and then there's going to be certain ways we're going to be filling those matches up. But there is going to be some really good stuff ongoing. I'm looking forward to showcasing it all. I'm thinking that I might extend this playlist 1 or 2 episodes. Not really doing... It's just because a couple of the plans I've got Shabby Mania are going to be very, very long. And I don't want to end up with the same thing going into... Like, the last episode could end up being close to 2 hours at this point in time, just by judging the length of certain matches. So I'm thinking Shabby Mania might become a 4-part video rather than a 2-part video. Just trying to keep again to that sort of structure of the sort of 30-minute mark. I think that might be the best bet. Both guys crash into each other. Nakamura now grabbing a hold of Goto, draping him over that top rope, springs him back into the ring. Nakamura bringing Goto back up to his feet now into the front chance. Ooh, knee in the face. Nice chops and punches there by Nakamura. And again, another stiff right hand. Now Nakamura taking Goto up into a sit-out powerbomb. Interesting maneuver for Nakamura to hit out there at Goto with. Not the sort of thing we expect to see from him. We more strikes and so forth. A powerbomb is a little bit of a weird one. Nice there by Goto, or Nakamura, sorry. Dropping Goto neck first. Nakamura maybe should be concentrating a bit more on what's happening in the ring rather than taunting to the crowd. Nakamura now, oh, Goto, sorry, front chancery into the uppercut now. Stiff kick in the side of the leg of Nakamura into the neck breaker. Goto now into the snapmare on Nakamura. Nakamura bringing Goto back up and then just clotheslines him over the top. Nakamura dropping to the outside with Goto. Interesting now. Nice right hand there by Goto. Right in the gut of Nakamura before just spearing him into the apron. Goto now bringing Nakamura back up to a seated base, but Nakamura just flopped back down. Then Goto just catching him with the leg break and off stamps on the arm as well. As Nakamura slamming Goto face first into the mat. Brings him back up to his feet. And this match really getting aggressive now. Both these guys showing exactly what they've got. Pin here by Nakamura, 1. Only a 1 count. Nakamura with the elbows right in the head of Goto. Oh, nice reverse plex. Nakamura now, stiff knee right in the face of Goto, and another one as well. And a third stiff knee right in the face. Nakamura went for the kick once again, but rolled out of the way by Goto. Now Nakamura sending Goto away from the ropes for dropping the knee in the spine. And Nakamura now just staring down the work he's done. Nakamura again just needs to do some more work on this, doesn't he? He's just staring down the grounded Goto. Just give him a chance to recuperate. Oh, maybe not. Kinshasa. There's the pin. 1, 2, and 3. And Shinsuke Nakamura picks up the victory. Great win there for Nakamura. Goto coming in, gonna offer the handshake, and respect being shown here between these two. But Nakamura is the one who comes out with the victory. Great win for Nakamura. And here is our second match of the evening. It is going to be Mr. Chris Jericho taking on Dean Malenko. Not seen much of Dean so far either, have we really? So, again, another one who's sort of been lost in the shuffle. So there are... What we're going to do next year, I think we're going to do a lot more universes, just different. Because each one doesn't take too long to do, does it? So we can sort of squeeze out 12 universes. Maybe more. I'm not sure, but either way, I think we need to probably reduce the roster size a little bit just to make sure we get the best out of everyone, because, yeah, like I said, we're sort of losing some people. I think around the 25 to 30 mark is probably the best place to be roster size. Whereas I think we're close to the 40 mark. Although I think if this is Jay's universe mode, I think we'll be close to the 100 mark. Chris Jericho then, the GOAT's been confirmed for 2K19, even though he's on the New Japan roster. Quite unique, I think, the fact that does happen. I can't imagine anybody else work. Well, saying that, currently we've got currently you've got what's his name? Rey Mysterio Jr. as well. There you go. I forgot his name there for a second. Rey Mysterio Jr. currently working New Japan. He's also on 2K19 as well. Dean Malenko. I like Dean Malenko. He was when I was younger. He was sort of that he was sort of that guy that you never used to really appreciate him, I don't think. Well, I never did anyway. I didn't really appreciate him at the time, but since time's gone on, I've realised just how good this man really is on the ring. And yeah, he's just one of those guys, isn't he? He's one of those guys, and yeah, to see more of him, I think especially in this mix with the Japanese wrestlers as well, I think is fantastic. Granted, he's not faced the Japanese wrestler tonight, he's facing Mr. Chris Jericho. But still, I think that he's a very, very good person to have on this roster, and it's a shame we haven't utilised him more. But as further seasons happen, of course, there's going to be everything going on next year. I know we've got quite a few different options, myself and Mr. PJ Toby. We've got different universes to pick from. We've got different tournaments to pick from as well. I'm probably going to do a few videos just to give out the options, and I think I've already sort of decided what our first universe is going to be. That's done already. I that's more circumstantial than anything else. That's just taking advantage of what we have to use. So it's going to be very much a case of then you guys deciding what you want to see from that on. So we'll do a few bits and bobs. Might be able to squeeze Mr. PJ Toby in at some point so we can get him to come and do some videos with us and showcase some of the things we have to offer. Right, so Malenko sending Jericho into the corner. This would be a great one for Malenko if he can pull it off. It's been a great night so far. Don't forget, we still have that big main event as Kazuchika Okada is going to make his first championship defense of that Rising belt that he won the triple threat a few weeks ago against both, is my memory kicking in now, Michael Elgin and Daniel Bryan. Can he successfully retain his egos one-on-one with the #1 contender, of course, AJ Styles, who won the triple threat match back at the sponsored episode by Hanem against Kenny Omega and Kyle O'Reilly. Kyle O'Reilly's had a real poor time of recent. He's lost about 4 or 5 matches in a row. He really needs to get himself back on track, and I think we do have some ideas. He does have some options to do that coming up soon as well. Like I said, we're going to be looking at some #1 contenderships over the next few weeks, so it'd be interesting if he can pull out any of those. As Malenko now up on the middle rope. Oh, nice. Takes him down. But still not enough to keep Jericho grounded. Let's take down once again by Malenko. Jericho there with the jawbreaker. And Jericho now getting some control back, which is good for him. Not great for Dean. Jericho missing there. I don't know. It was a poor effort, really, wasn't it? Jericho sending Malenko to the outside now. Has him hooked. Brings him back in the hard one with a vertical suplex. Nice fisherman's bust there, my Malenko. Malenko might pull this off, you know, and if he does, that'd be a massive win for him. But Jericho's got him. He rolls him into the walls of Jericho. Is Malenko gonna... No, Malenko fights free. Jericho goes in for the pin, though. It's only enough for a 2. There wasn't a lot in that kick out there, was there? Malenko fighting back, though. He has some left in the locker. Nice butterfly powerbomb. A boot right in the gut of Jericho. But Jericho had the wherewithal to turn it around, looking for that ace crusher. Malenko fighting free though, and slamming Jericho down. And now Malenko just rolling him through. Malenko bringing Jericho back up to his feet. There was a snapmare. D. Malenko's finisher, the cloverleaf. Sound right? I think so. The Texas cloverleaf, I think it is. Don't know if we'll get a chance to find out though, as Jericho taking Malenko down, taking him down again. Malenko thinks he's throwing Jericho over the top, but Jericho now climbing up to the top rope, in with a double axe handle. Malenko now, there's the arm drag, taking Jericho down. Malenko, this is a really good match, this. I knew it was going to be decent, but I didn't think it was going to be this impressive. Malenko now looking, oh, nice gutbuster. Into the pin once again. 2. Oh, that was close. That was really close. But Jericho's back up all of a sudden. Into a pin of his own. Jericho in for the boot in the back, but Malenko avoided it, taking Jericho up into a powerbomb. Keeps it in for the pin. No, he hasn't got it, but he rolls it straight into a Boston Crab. And Jericho able to break free. Malenko taking Jericho up. Jericho slides out the back. There's the pin. 1, 2, and Jericho does get it. Wow. It was a hard-fought match. Malenko showed some incredible ability, but it was, of course, Chris Jericho showing the resilience through the entirety of the match to come out victorious. What a win. Jericho offering a handshake, and that code of honor being kept to this time by Dean Malenko. Well done to Malenko. Showed yourself fantastically here, but it is Jericho with the win. And here it is then, our main event of the evening. AJ Styles takes on Kazuchika Okada for the Rising Championship. The following match is scheduled for one fall. And it is for the SWE Rising Championship. Introducing first, the challenger from Georgia? Something Georgia? Can't remember whereabouts in Georgia. I'm sure it's Georgia. The phenomenal AJ Styles. Good old AJ. Gotta love him, ain't ya? He is the true king of ability. Wherever he goes, 5 stars follows. And this could be another one of those nights. I mean, AJ Styles versus Okada. Definitely 2 of the best we've seen. And this is going to be a fantastic, or a phenomenal match, shall we say. This is, of course, going to be the first championship defense of Okada as well. Of course, no one successfully retained. That's in no one. There's only been one match, isn't there? Daniel Bryan was unable to successfully retain the championship. It was a triple threat match, though, so it wasn't too easy. So can Okada be the first one to successfully retain the championship? We're about to find out as Okada, with the championship, makes his way down to the ring. Slowly but surely. You know, as you do. I'm looking forward to this. It'll be pretty damn good, I think. Should be pretty damn good. We've had some fantastic matches so far tonight. Nakamura versus Goto was great. Jericho versus Malenko was great. And now we're going to get a chance to see Okada versus AJ Styles. Like I said, after tonight's episode, I think essentially whoever wins this is guaranteeing themselves a place in the main event of Shabby Mania. I think that's the main thing that we can take from this. I think that's definitely the case. Because I think, yeah, we're starting to... We're going to start to create the matches for Shabby Mania. I think starting from next episode, we'll start to sort of qualify certain people for certain championship matches and so forth. We are going to have a tournament to crown the tag team #1 contenders. We're going to have some qualifying matches for various people, or various matches and championships at Shabby Mania. So it's going to be a pretty interesting one, I think. So here we go then. AJ Styles, a phenomenal one. He's going to be taken on Kazuchika Okada for the Rising Championship. This is going to be an incredible match. You can feel it. An absolutely incredible match. Okada looks down at his championship, ready to defend it, not willing to give it up yet. We saw Kota Ibushi successfully retain the Intercontinental Championship last episode. We saw Samoa Joe successfully retain the Openweight Championship the episode before that. Will Okada make it a trio of successful championship retains? Handshake there between the two. Good to see. Referee rings the bell. We are underway. AJ Styles versus Nakamura versus Okada, shall I say. And straight away, AJ Styles taking some control. Like I said, the winner of this one is going to guarantee themselves a place at Shabby Mania for the main event, which is something that both these guys will want to happen. AJ, of course, former Adrenaline, former Octane, former everything he's ever been in champion, I think. He's always at the top end of that card, and it's just amazing to have him on this game. And you think sort of 5 years ago, you thought AJ Styles, the WWE game, you're going crazy. Unless I've got to download him as a core. And now look, he's here. And he's absolutely dominating Okada here. Absolutely really dominated him. Okada there with AJ on his shoulders, hitting the Death Valley driver. Now Okada slowly bringing AJ back up. But AJ fighting back into the Hirooki, dropping the head of Okada onto his knee. Okada fighting back with an arm drag takedown. Before just twisting the head of AJ Styles, who slowly gets back up to a standing base. Right hand right in the gut of Okada. Now into the front chancery. AJ taking some control. Throwing Okada to the outside. We're going to see a dive. We are. AJ over the top. Misses. Oh. High risk, high reward. AJ felt all the risk and gained none of the reward there. AJ now taking Okada up. Gonna drop him face first, not top turnbuckle. Okada fighting AJ away. Just clotheslines into his back. And AJ isn't. That's a hell of. I thought he was going to go for a lion salt then. Would have been a hell of a lion salt if he pulled it off from that distance. AJ now bringing Okada back up to his feet, but Okada fighting back. He had that dragon screw. Okada getting caught with that forearm. AJ rolls him through into a calf crusher, and Okada's foot there was hooked on the ropes. AJ saw that and just pulled him back a little further bit. And Okada was nowhere near the ropes, but able to break free with the elbow right in the spine. AJ, they're taking Okada up. He's got him hooked the arms. Styles clash, roll him through. Brand new champion. 1, 2. No, it's only a 2. Okada able to kick out. He's been busted open though. That's what you get when you're dropped on your face. Busted open, and so the longer this match goes on now, the more difficult it's going to become for Okada, because that's liquid energy running from the skull. Nice Okada there, dropping his entire body weight in the back of the arm of AJ Styles, bringing him back up to his feet. And how Okada survived the Styles clash and the calf crusher, I do not know. And now a jackknife powerbomb as well, and AJ rolls it through. His entire body weight resting on the top of Okada. AJ up top, we know he likes to go for a spiral tap, and he's hit it. AJ trying to decide the next port of call, and there he just catching, well, being caught, should I say, by Okada. Okada now taking AJ up, looking for the tombstone pile drive. I've lost my voice. And now Okada's stalking AJ. Well, you'd be happy to know that I have changed Okada's finisher now. So he goes German suplex. Keeps the grip. Brings him back up. Ripcord clothesline, or the Rainmaker clothesline. There's the pin. 1, 2. And AJ's kicked out as well. No. This can't all be happening, surely. Okada now with AJ up his shoulders, drops him neck first across that top turnbuckle. AJ back up on his feet, and ducking the aggressive Okada before now. AJ taking Okada up into a brainbuster. And now another Hirooki dead center of the ring by AJ Styles. Now into the pin. 1, 2. Oh, and again, it's only a 2. This match could really go either way now. AJ stalking Okada. Maybe thinking phenomenal forearm. He is a phenomenal forearm, and it hits as well. And Okada's already taken some bashes to the head. There's another one. 1, 2. And again, it's only a 2. I cannot believe that Okada's surviving this. Again, just gets dropped on his face. He's already a bloody mess. But AJ looking to continue the assault. Locking in that reverse chin lock. And Okada just doesn't have what it takes to kick out at this point in time. He needs to break free. Which he does. With the elbows in the gut. Sends AJ to the outside, and Okada now just taking an opportunity, I think, to have a bit of a breather, I think. before now dropping his entire body weight onto the gut of AJ Styles. Referee counting. Of course, champion's advantage is in play here for Okada, but Okada's not willing to win the match like this. He wants to prove he's the better man. Throws AJ back into the ring. There's a clothesline, brings him back up for a second. Keeps the grip for the third clothesline. Okada now stalking AJ Styles once again. AJ getting up, Okada's behind him. Looking for that German once again, but AJ fought free. He knew it was coming. Okada now with AJ on his shoulders. AJ once again with Okada on his shoulders, and once again a Hirooki. And this time AJ Styles becomes your brand new rising champion. And AJ Styles has booked himself a place in the main event of Shabby Mania. Wow. Brand new rising champion, the third rising champion of the universe. Wow. So that was a great match. The whole episode was fantastic, wasn't it? From start to finish, 3 cracking matches. And I'm really impressed with all the guys here tonight. They've all shown their ability. But tonight is all about AJ Styles and your brand new rising champion. So, as of the next few episodes, we're going to start to look towards Shabby Mania and start to really develop that Shabby Mania card. And I think that we're going to see quite a few qualifying matches and so forth over the next few episodes, so look forward to that. Anyway, if you have enjoyed this one, please do hit a like and of course subscribe if you want to see some more. My name is Shabby Gamer. Oh, that won't. Why did I say that for? I'm Shabby Gamer. My name was really weird. I've thrown myself off my outro now. I'm Shabby Gamer. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you very, very soon for our next episode of SWE Rising. Hold it back in the end.